Marvel Rivals does have a few maps, not a lot, but the maps that they do have are really good. I mean, we got locations such as Wakanda, Tokyo 2099, the Sanctum Sanctorum, Midtown, Clintar, and however you pronounce this one. But I've seen a lot of people talk about different characters or different skins that they would love to see in this game. Well, I've got some maps I would love to see in this game. So let's go ahead and get started with the Helicarrier. Personally, I would much rather play on a map when it's daytime rather than it's all dark and gloomy, and the Helicarrier is a perfect map for that. I think it would be a great idea if the Helicarrier started as a boat, and then in the middle of the match it would fly up into the air, very similar to how it did in the first Avengers movie. And possibly this map could be something very similar to what Tokyo 2099 has, and it has a Spider Zero as a NPC. So maybe we could get like Nick Fury or Maria Hill as NPCs on that map. It would also be really cool to see some Quinjets flying around the place. I think that'd be awesome. Now, I know the Helicarrier is going to be a little bit too small of a map, because every single map in this game has two different variants. One for Capture the Flag, and another for Guide the Payload along. So perhaps the Helicarrier could be something like the Sanctum Sanctorum, where it's only limited to one game mode, or we could also have the Helicarrier where the payload just starts at the bottom of it and you have to get it to like the top of the surface, but I feel like that's going to be a little too cluttered, so perhaps this one would just be for that one game mode. It'd still be cool though. Another map that I think would be really cool would be Ego, the Living Planet. Contrary to the Helicarrier, Ego would definitely be big enough to hold two maps, so that problem solved itself out. But in the MCU, we saw how really cool the planet looks on the surface, so I think this would be a great map for Marvel Rivals. It would also be really cool if we got to see Ego's humanoid form, and like just kind of around the map, and whenever you shoot at him, he would disappear and he would reappear somewhere else. The third map on my list is the Quantum Realm. Now, I do think this map would be really cool to play in, but I feel like they would probably have a hard time explaining why we're there in the lore, because we don't really have Ant-Man or the Wasp in-game, and adding them as a playable character is probably going to be a bad idea. But perhaps Ant-Man and the Wasp are like in the background, not as playable characters, but as NPCs. I guess we could also see Kang the Conqueror in there because of the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, but that movie wasn't really good, so the likelihood that we'll see Kang as an NPC on that map is next to zero. But still, the Quantum Realm would be a great map to play on. Now, I saved the best two maps for last, with the second to last one being Titan. Now, we all know that that planet has gravity all out of whack, so I think it'd be really cool if, while you're playing on that map, you could see somebody running on the walls, or running on the ceiling. I just think it'd be really cool to play with gravity on a map. Now, I can already tell you without a doubt, that map would be the most glitchiest map of all time, but you can't tell me it wouldn't be fun. Perhaps, like the Helicarrier, midway through, this map would change, and maybe we could see an appearance from Thanos using the Reality Stone to change it back to what it used to be. And maybe at this point in time, gravity would be fixed, or gravity would be unfixed, whichever way that Thanos changes the map. But like I said, this map would be extremely glitchy and it would probably get banned within 5 seconds of actually being in-game. Moving on to probably my favorite choice would be Westview. Now, this location I want specifically from the MCU, and the reason why is because I think it would be really cool if the stage went from black and white to like a carnival theme and then to like modern day. It would be a really cool reference to the show WandaVision, and I just think that'd be a great idea for a map in Marvel Rivals. We would also see some references to Vision and Agatha, and possibly some other characters that were in the show, but I think as long as we have a reference to Vision and Agatha, that'd be pretty good. That's all that really needs to get covered. Well, anyway, that is my 5 maps I would really like to see in Marvel Rivals. Let me know what you guys think, and let me also know if you want any other maps in this game. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. We are almost at 2,000 subs, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless and goodbye for now.